You can say that NYSE listed OGE Energy Corp is the OG. The company has been around since 1902 and they serve almost 1 million customers across Oklahoma and Western Arkansas. They're at the 60th EEI Financial Conference. Joining me now is their president, chair, and CEO, Sean Trauschke. Sean, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me today. And what a beautiful day.
Beautiful day. What is OGE Energy Corp?
So we're a vertically integrated electric utility, as you said, serving almost 1 million customers in Oklahoma and Arkansas. We are the largest in Oklahoma, but I think what sets us apart in the industry is we have some of the lowest rates in the country, and we actually have the lowest rates in both of the states we serve. And so we're proud of the reliability metric that we carry on. And we have a motto in our company. Our company's only as strong as the communities in which we serve. So if we can help those communities get stronger, we're going to do just fine.
And I understand electricity demand is growing faster.
Yes.
How do you manage to balance that demand and investing in the grid while also keeping rates affordable?
Yeah, great question. And, we call it our sustainable business model. And we made a commitment a number of years ago to get our rates in order, raise the reliability level so we could attract more people to our service territory, invest more dollars and spread those costs over more people, and thereby widening this competitive advantage. And that has really been the catalyst of why we're seeing significant load growth in our service territory. We're projecting 7.5% growth this year alone. And this has been going on for a number of years now. And it's really the foundational element is around the operational excellence and the affordability that we can offer.
Can you attribute any of that load growth to the rise of AI data centers? And if so, how are you planning to mitigate that demand?
So, that is the catchphrase nowadays is AI. The great thing about our story, we have yet to sign an AI data center. So all of this load growth we're seeing is what you would normally expect. New manufacturing, new commercial developments, residential homes, things like that. Now we're in various stages, some data centers. I expect we'll be signing some of those up very soon, but this growth we've experienced up to this point hasn't included any data centers.
I understand that reliability is also a huge part of the business. How are you serving that up to customers in an area that does experience extreme weather events?
Sure, and thank you for highlighting that, the severe weather, because we do have severe weather from time to time, but I think because we have that severe weather, I think we've gotten really good at not only restoring service when it's been interrupted, but making our service territory even stronger. You mentioned almost 1 million customers, but we serve that over 30,000 square miles. That's bigger than 10 states. And so you do the math, and that's roughly 30 customers per square mile. So we have a lot of customers spread out, so we have a lot of infrastructure. And so we've invested significantly in strengthening the grid, undergrounding where it makes sense, trussing and hardening our overhead lines. And the key to all that is really learning from each one of these experiences, because you see different weather patterns and you can identify where you may have a vulnerability for the next time.
And what is customer reliability? Like, what are customers expecting? Are they expecting power to never go out? If it goes out, are they expecting it to come back quickly? Can you kind of break that down for us?
Yeah, I think the ultimate customer expectation is it never goes out and it's free. So unfortunately, it does go out sometimes, and it's not free. But in our case, the average residential bill kind of equates to a large coffee from Starbucks or something. So, we think about it in those terms. In terms of the expectations of customers, I like the idea that customers have higher expectations. It used to be years ago, they just want to come in and flip the light switch on, the lights come on. Now they're looking for particular products. We have some customers that really want to control their energy usage. That's great. We have that for them. We have some customers that want certain renewable offerings. We give that to them. We have some customers that just want a guaranteed flat bill. We give that to them. So, recognizing that each of our customers have different wants, and being able to meet them towards that is it's kind of exciting.
And how do you find out what those desires are? Do you survey your customers?
We survey them, we talk to them, and we hear from them, you know, we hear them from online through our mobile app. We have a phone number where they can call in, and our best ambassador are the men and women that are out in the field, out in the community. They hear from them, whether when they're out working on a line or whether in the grocery store. So we get a lot of.
What is next, Sean, for OGE Energy Corp?
I think growth. I do not see any of the growth that we've been experiencing these last number of years declining, and I do expect us to announce that we would have some data centers coming into our service territory. I think that would be a wonderful addition, and you should be significantly larger in the years to come. I think the interesting thing about, we were talking to some investors earlier today, and we gave them this factoid. So over the last 10 years, we've grown the earnings of our company at 6% on a compound annual growth rate. Yet rates to customers have grown at half the rate of inflation, or about 1.5%. And so when you think about that equation, that's why we're having so many people relocate to our service territory.
All right, Sean Trauschke, Chair, President, and CEO of OGE Energy Corp. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me. All the best.